Hello, everyone. Welcome to Divine Light and Love Oracle with Stella. Happy Thursday. It's May 30th, 2019, and we are live, baby. So glad to be here with you guys. Seriously, I thought I was going to be curled up with some popcorn watching Kill Bill, but apparently not. But I'd much rather be here with you guys anyway, so it's all good gravy. But the reason why I am here with you right now is because we are getting ready to purge. I know you guys are like, oh, what? It's time for a huge purge. Oh, yes, you got the bat signal. Hello, darling DJ, and I am Ether. Y'all, it is going down tonight. It's like, all I knew was Spirit was like, pull over. I pulled over. I started writing down everything I needed to write down. I got home. I got the decks out, and I just literally have been in intensive deck mode for the past hour and a half, maybe. And literally, like, my throat, my ear, everything was like popping off, guys. I thought, holy smokes, what is going on here? But I know exactly what's going on, and you guys are, you know what's up. You already know what's up. Those of you who are spiritually awakened, in tune to your intuition, your senses are, snap, crackle, popping. You know what's coming. It's time. It's time. Literally, it felt like I was in labor while I was going through the decks, because Spirit was like, listen, and you guys are going to laugh at me. You know, I am a quirky bird and I say things sometimes that are kind of comical, but Spirit was like, you know how when you go on the tram at Disneyland and they like tell you, put your hands in the car, sit your ass down, don't move, don't talk while the thing is talking. It's like, they tell you in like 10 different languages. And Spirit was like, tonight, it don't matter where you are in the journey. One of these decks is about to speak to you and help you move out of whatever stuckness, whatever stagnancy, whatever uncertainty that needs to be cleared up is going down tonight. So it's kind of like showing up for, like a boxing match. We're like front and center at the ring, and Spirit is getting ready to coach us through some of the illusions and folly of this journey, these fantasies that we may have embraced over time. It's time to stop chasing waterfalls. And that TLC song came to me. I was literally, Kate and I were out, and that song came through, and it was like, oh my gosh, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. So, some of us are moving too fast, some of us are moving too slow, and some of us are sitting on our hands at the bus stop with Forrest Gump, and Spirit was like, we're done with that. The people who are ready for the truth, who will handle the truth, who will take action upon the truth, that's who's showing up in this room tonight, because we are leveling up. We are moving on. Hi, Matt. Hi, Leo's son. See, I'm telling you, Spirit is no joke. I mean, literally, it was like the all-stars showed up already. I cannot. Just thank you, Spirit. Just thank you, because, guys, we're locking in our shields of faith and our positive high vibe energy right now, because whenever someone comes to this recording, we believe that it is going to be so power-packed, full of healing energy, purging energy, empowerment, so that people can get out of the bondage of what they thought this twin flame circumstance, relationship, journey is about. They're about to get their eyes opened even wider. And when I tell you, it was like, Spirit's like, we're going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's going to make a difference in people's lives. And so the fact that you showed up here, I literally feel dynamic, Jennifer. I'm telling you, I cannot thank you, Spirit. I cannot even begin to thank God Almighty enough for the light workers who have already assembled here right now, because Guys, we are like the Justice League tonight. I am thankful, and I'm going to literally call you each by name and just ask a blessing of protection and light and love over each one of you, because we're going deep. Like that song by Janet Jackson, we go deep and we don't get no sleep. We're going in deep because many of us are at a point in this journey where we're ready. We're ready. It's just like when you are on that roller coaster and you hear click, 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 click going up the hill. We're at the top. You hear one more click and then zoom, we're on the move. And so for each of you that's in this room tonight, Kate, Darling DJ, I Am Ether, Matt with King Trident's Tribe, Darling DJ, Leo Sun, Dynamic Jennifer, we are here to unite as light workers because it's time to blow the roof off this mother. I'm telling you, those of you who were here last night's message was about be the hero in your own journey. And Spirit literally, and I'm telling you, these cards that came out that indicated fire blew me away, because it indicated to me that, of course, we started out as a flame. A flame is small and it's bright, but we are now at fire power level. And because we're at that fire power level, now it's time to get calibrated so that when we are out working our light, wherever we are, encountering all kinds of energies and entities, we are not going to be like Scooby and Shaggy shaking in our boots trying to hide in the mystery machine eating Scooby snacks. We are not going to be triggered and frightened and scared off by people and the energies that they're harboring, or the wicked ways or negative intentions that they may have towards us. We are about to blaze up tonight, and when I'm telling you the all-star lineup of decks that Spirit had me pull from, whoo, I'm telling you, I'm sure there's going to be some haterade coming from somewhere, so that's why I was like, calling all cars, because I have no idea who's going to fly into this room tonight, but when they come in, it's either, they may not be able to take the heat. If they can, awesome, and they get healed, but if they can't, they may start firing shots or they may flee. But thank God you're all here, because it's going to be a powerful night. I can't tell you it's going to be an hour of power. It might be a couple of hours, but I'm committed to it because this is like the coup de grace. And it's funny because I was talking about watching Kill Bill. For all of you who know, it was like a two-part movie where literally the bride kind of starts off in a vulnerable state, and then she was strong before. She had an incident happen, she became vulnerable, and then she got her strength back, and when she came back, she was like super kick-ass person. And so I think Spirit's like, listen, whoever Bill is in your life that you need to, drop kick into next week, tonight is going to be about getting your power levels calibrated and recognizing where you are in this journey. And whatever, that's why I said, like at Disneyland, whatever language you need it said to you in, it's going to come through tonight, because all these decks speak the same language for whoever needs to hear it. Do you know what I mean? So, yes. Oh my gosh. You guys are amazing. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here. So, we just take a moment right now and invite in our archangels for protection and light. We invite in Spirit. We invite in Christ. We invite in Mary Magdalene. We invite in all of the ascended masters, Kuan Yin. We invite all of our circle of light, our tribe, our soul family to come in. If you are out there right now, you're hearing something in the spirit prompting you to come this direction because you're ready for your healing, and we're ready for you. We're here for you. We want to support you with light and love. And so I thank you. Thank you so much to the light workers in this space, that tonight the work we do is a labor of love, and that it will yield such tremendous blessings. So thank you so much, with great humility and kindness, that each of you are here. Awesome. And if someone would kindly please let Miss Radhika know we are here. She had requested, please let me know when you guys are live. So if someone is able to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm not as interactive, because when I tell you, when we hit this, we're going to hit it hot and heavy. So without any further ado, here we go, guys. All right. So here I am, Miss Crabtree, with my bun and my pointer, because tonight we're going back to school for a hot minute, but when the purge and the healing starts, it's starting. We're just going to be in the flow. And so for those of you who are coming in, hi Yara, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. Spirit has given some pretty powerful messages and understanding in these decks, and we are going to go through them because it is imperative that you understand who you are, where you are, and why you were called into this journey. This was not an accident. This was not just a fluke that you ended up in this journey and that you ended up here. Thank you, darling DJ. Thank you, Leo Sun. This is about your divine destiny. You were called to this earth for a reason. You were called for such a time as this. This was no accident. Somehow along the way, many of us lost touch with our gifts that we were given, our divine gifts. Some of us were conditioned or experienced neglect or abuse, or were taught negative patterns and we gave away our power. And wandering through this earth, not feeling at our strongest, encountering abusive and narcissistic people that see the empathy we have in our hearts. They mistake meekness for weakness. And so we've wandered. Many of us have wandered. And we came to a point where we felt a connection with an individual that we didn't even know what the term twin flame was, perhaps. Some people did know, some people didn't know, but nevertheless, this flame was the first spark that helped you to recognize your real identity, who you truly are. And so what you might have noticed is synchronicities. You might have noticed a time on a clock. You might have noticed number sequences showing up. You may have noticed songs that would start to play, license plates. The person's name may have been appearing. You might have been experiencing some type of 5D connection, both telepathically, sexually, and all these different things. And so you were starting to wonder, wow, what is going on here? And it prompted you to start searching and looking and trying to understand, what is this about? You may have met the person, you may not have met the person. But it piqued your curiosity to try to understand, why am I feeling this way towards this person? Maybe it's different from anything you've ever felt with anyone else. Maybe when you've met the person, you found you had these similarities. You felt that you had a kindred spirit in them when you met them. And so it took you down this rabbit hole of trying to understand, what is this about? And then because of our 3D nature, we believe that the 3D template of what a 3D relationship looks like is what this is. I'm here to tell you that's not what this is. It's like putting a square peg through a round hole. If you try to superimpose a 3D template on something of a spiritual nature, it won't work. If you guys have ever worked with transparencies and an overhead projector, if you're trying to line two transparencies up on top of each other, if you do not align them properly, it's not going to overlay properly. And so we're going to have to get past trying to do a 3D template on something that is not 3D. Y'all with me so far? Hi, young Niels, good to see you. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't put a square peg through a round hole on this. And so the journey wasn't even about trying to connect with this one individual and live happily ever after. This journey was to wake you up, to awaken you to get you to go deep within yourself, heal any wounds, deal with any patterns, connect to your soul, connect to your life purpose and mission, connect with your soul family, reclaim your power, enlighten yourself through knowledge, and be open to utilizing your God-given talents and gifts that were your birthright from the word go. That is what the spark of the twin flame journey was meant to do. Because you started here to get you here. You are a powerful light worker. Well, what's a light worker? A light worker is someone who is in this earth and they understand that there is a purpose and a reason for them to be here, and it is to spread goodwill. It is to be a vessel of love, compassion, nurturing, and light. It is your calling and your duty to serve this earth by being a vessel of light. That means you're not coming in like a wrecking ball, that you have been dealing with and cleaning up any behaviors, attitudes, thoughts, intentions that could be harmful to yourself or anyone else. That your internal light is glowing, right? So you don't walk around with your face all frowned up like you've been sucking on a lemon when you're here, because wherever you go, you know there's an opportunity to administer love, compassion, light, and mercy. So the twin flame journey was your segue into this, but that's not the end. The flame and the light was to get you here so that you recognize you are a splendid torch. And you're part of a collective torch that is here on the earth to help restore light, love, balance, compassion, and mercy. Okay? So this is the beginning. It's like in the beginning, day one, this is what was going on. This is what's happening. And so in order for us to acknowledge where we are and where we're headed in this journey, we need to recognize we are one. We are one. Now, for those of you who are like, but wait a minute, there's another person out there, I feel these things, they feel these things. Absolutely. There are people who are counterparts, soulmates, in connection with this journey. Is it the person that you think it is often? Not necessarily. Sometimes it could be a person who is completely nothing like you expected. Sometimes the person who you perceive and believe to be your twin could indeed be a divine counterpart, but if they are in a distortion energy, it's like that transparency I told you about. If you try to overlay something on top of it and it's not perfectly aligned, it won't work. If you're in divine energy as a light worker and your perceived counterpart is in distortion, all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put that shit back together again. Divine timing. And people can choose to get out of distortion, but they could also use their free will to choose not to get out of distortion. And you cannot, you should not sit on your hands waiting for someone to come out of distortion. You're being called to live your best life now because you are a powerful light worker and the earth needs your light now. It's like saying, hey, before I do this, I want my dessert. I want my dessert before dinner. And that's not how the universe works. The law of attraction, the law of efficiency, the law of reciprocity. The universe has your back and is saying, if you acknowledge and start operating in your gifts and come over here and focus on what you're supposed to be doing, you will be a torch, and your true counterpart who is in the same vibrational frequency as you will come to you like a magnet. You guys know I always try to pull these bad boys out to drive the point home. These hematite magnets, when they're both in the correct polarity, they pull to each other. You can't even keep these bad boys apart. But if one is not, you can't push them together. They will not mesh. So trust the universe to have your back. So we're being called to learn a couple things on this journey so that we can be free to serve in the light. First of all, you want to call on Archangel Michael, because Archangel Michael has a sword that can cut cords, and you need that. You're going to work with Archangel Raphael, who's going to help heal you and send healing light and love and energy to you. You're going to have to be willing to forgive, not just a person who hurt you, but perhaps yourself. You're going to need to release the person because love claims no ownership, okay? You're going to have to clear yourself of any low, negative, dense energies. You're going to have to cut the cords, and that includes old sexual relationships that you may have had, because you have to understand the word intimacy, intimacy. If you have had sexual intimacy with someone, they have left DNA with you. And then you may notice yourself acting out and behaving in ways that, behaviors that don't even belong to you. So you have to cut those cords, those soul ties to people. You have to cancel, clear, and delete. Get rid of those negative thoughts, behaviors and things that came up through the twin flame journey that triggered you and triggered a lot of negative, lower dense emotions. Those emotions are often associated with fear. And that's why Archangels Michael and Raphael are here to help you get released from fear-based energy. And when you have gone through that, you're going to want to shield yourself. That's putting up those boundaries for protection. Tonight is about energetic clearing. We're getting ready to go through some things that are going to wake you up and help you to clear your own energy field tonight. You are your shaman tonight. You are your healer tonight. If you're tuned into this energy and vibration of this message, you will be intuitively healing yourself with these two angels in real time. So if you are in agreement, those of you who are in the room, if you would like to stand in agreement with me for a collective healing tonight in real time, right now, because when I tell you some of these cards were ugly as all get out, please type in the chat, ready for healing. Ready for healing. Ready for healing. Whew. All right. We are breaking chains, cutting cords, whatever. And I say it in this sense that when I say chains, cords, shackles, if you imagine like a hot air balloon, anything that is holding you down, keeping you stuck, that's what you're putting the kibosh on tonight, just so you can move forward. You can get flipped right side up and move ahead so that you are able to be this splendid torch that you were always meant to be. Okay, so hope everybody's doing okay down there. Yep, we're ready for healing. Amen. All right, so I talked briefly about the energies of distortion. And I'm only going to go through these pretty quickly just so that we can move into those other cards so that we go forward. So we talked about distortion. This is when you feel disempowered. This is when you are weakened. This is when you feel probably at your lowest point. This is not the time to try to enter into a connection with anyone, because the most important thing that has not happened here is the integration between your own inner masculine and feminine. In order to get to a divine union, you must be able, you must need to be able to do this, to balance your energy, your yin and your yang, your masculine and your feminine. And that is what helps you maintain the vibration of being a divine masculine and a divine feminine. Okay? Once you are able to maintain that vibration, you ascend to an even higher level, the chivalrous man and the luminous woman. And what makes them ascending is the light around them. They recognize that their life purpose is to be light workers so that they can be in union as a team and as individuals. Many of us got out of distortion and we're here. We have come into union in ourselves. We are content, at peace, and working our light. And the next step, because you know the universal laws, you attract who you are, right? Is to attract the divine counterpart and be working your light as a team and as individuals. Okay, so in order to get to that, some things that are going to have to be addressed. Many people are going to have to reparent themselves. If the parenting in your early childhood was, for lack of better vernacular, shitty or absent completely, you're going to have to reparent yourself and heal, because the parenting affects your attachment style. So Kate, if you can put in there the 4 attachment styles, please take note of this, because if you had neglect, abuse, absentee parents, people who were coercive, narcissistic, you will need to do the work. Reach out for help if you must, but you must work on that area, because that will be a blockage to union. Because if your inner child is wounded, you will attract from wounding instead of wholeness. Sexual freedom. If you have had sexual traumas, if you have had multiple partners and you haven't cleared your energetic field, that's important. That will affect your connection with a divine counterpart. Emotional freedom. If you are still holding on to old emotions that are not for your greatest and highest good, low, dense, vibrational, negative emotions, things that say you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not worthy, that is going to be a blockage. So you've got to work through that and take note of those emotions when they rise up. Forgiveness. If you are not operating in a spirit of forgiveness, that is another blockage that will hinder a healthy divine union. If you do not make the effort to resolve conflicts and you leave a bunch of negative energy floating around, even if it's within yourself, if you feel conflicted about something, clear it up. Use love, empathy, compassion, and understanding. Clear it up. Because this is just like residue. What Spirit showed me before we got on is that a lot of people have done some intensive spiritual house cleaning, but they forgot to shake off the dust off the front doormat. There's dust under that doormat. There's residue that's still sitting right outside your front door. You've got to go in. You've done this intensive work. You've done this cleaning, but that doormat still has the dust underneath it. It's time to shake it loose. It's time to sweep that front porch clean so that you have a clean, clear space to attract from. Worthiness. If you are still doubting that you're worthy of having a healthy, loving, divine union with someone or with yourself, that is going to cause a problem. It's a blockage. You are enough. You are worthy just as you are right now. You don't have to jump through any hoops to be enough for anybody. You're enough as you are right at this minute. And as a matter of fact, You're going to want to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance because, again, if you don't think you're worthy, you're speaking something contrary to what you desire. Think about it. Do you want an external counterpart to think that you're unworthy of them? Thank you, no thank you. So you have to start believing to your soul that you are worthy. Hi, Dylan. Seriously, guys, it's huge, right? Spiritual maturity. You know, what is that not cartoon, it was the commercial, Silly Rabbit Tricks Are for Kids. You can't fake spiritual maturity. You see these lights illuminated around this masculine and feminine. You see the light swirling here, the path of light here. You can't fake this. Some people can try to fake the funk, but it takes a lot of energy to do that, and it'll get found out. It'll get found out because it takes a lot. You guys know this. To maintain a high vibration, it requires a lot of energy from you. So if someone is faking it, they can only hold it up for so long. So stay woke. Work on your spiritual maturity so that you are vibrating at that high frequency. It's a lot like working out. You have to build up the stamina to be able to hold that vibration. But it is for your greatest and highest good, because if you truly desire a healthy, loving connection with another person aside from yourself, you've got to work on that. Self-respect. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You see the light coming down again? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Look, there's a little fairy right there like, listen, Linda. Hold up. I know you want this castle in the sky, this romantic love story where you live happily ever after, but pull over. You see this light? You're a light worker. Get into mission work. Everything that you're seeking is seeking you, but you need to be working on your light. You better work. RuPaul, right, guys? So that's what you're hoping for. Getting into alignment will help you with compatibility. You don't have to put square pegs through round holes. An external divine counterpart's going to be like, hey, girl, hey. Hey, boy, hey. They recognize each other. They're not confused. They're not, making all these wishy-washy moves. They're like, hey, yes, come hither, come here. They will pursue you, seek you out. There is no chasing. Right? The connection. Be in union with yourself first. Be in union with yourself first. Because that shows that you love yourself. You believe you're worthy. You believe you're special. How the heck can you convince somebody else of that if you don't even believe it, right? How are you going to win if you ain't right within? How are you going to force a connection with somebody if you aren't even connected to yourself? And you know how people can tell you're not connected to yourself? You have a lot of negative energy. You're disconnected from yourself. You find yourself saying negative things like, man, I'm so stupid. I'm so fat. I'm always broke. All these negative, low vibrational things pop up. Or you don't have the strength to make eye contact with people. Your shoulders are not squared up. You're kind of slumped down. You're not in a vibration that says, I feel good about me. I feel good about my life and the direction it's going in. Your connection to yourself is going to be a huge indication of the connection you're going to have with an external party. So it's time to spend the time that you focused as a flame, chasing another flame, and frickin' get it together so that you can be the splendid torch that you are. Be the splendid torch that you are. That's what we're all doing. We're all working on this, right? Yes, that's right. When you have finally accepted This journey, what it's about, who you are, inner peace is the result. Not just the castle in the sky, not just this castle in the sky, you know. You can manifest anything when you have inner peace. Right up here at the top, it says, you are enough. Her book says, I am enough. You need to practice being enough on your own first. Get proficient at being enough on your own. You're the hero in your journey. You're the splendid torch. You're the hero in this journey. Whew. How are you guys doing so far? Oh my goodness. Whew. Telling you. So here we are with this deck, guys, and I'm telling you, whew, I was kind of shook up when Spirit said pull them out, and I thought, oh boy. I said, you know, Spirit, I feel weird pulling this deck out because, I mean, I'm not trying to peddle false hope. I'm just trying to keep it real. And Spirit was like, listen, I got you. Get the deck out. This is not going to be your normal romance angels cards that talk about the lovey-dovey, smushy, sweet, cute stuff. Spirit had me literally pull every nitty-gritty card out of this deck to show us that we have got to do some course correction right now. Okay, so here we go. Pay attention to the red flags. For some of us, they are big freaking matador capes, okay? Pay attention to the red flags. Even if you're in a connection where you believe that the person is just the most sweetest, wonderful, amazing person on the planet, do not put blinders on. Wake the fuck up. Do not allow your emotions and your dream of the castle in the sky to cloud your judgment. You guys get what I'm saying? Do not allow yourself to let your guard down so much that you become a doormat. Pay attention to the red flags. We're gonna have to work on forgiving and learning. People are gonna do some shady as fuck stuff to us. I'm just being honest. We're gonna get to this deck again on this energy about that Snow Queen, and y'all understand what I'm talking about. And forgive me for the swears, but I'm telling you, I'm saying this because I'm serious as a heart attack. We're going to have to deal with this forgiving and learning because people are going to come at us sideways, do some shady, rude, mean, ugly things. But we are being called as the light workers to manage our firepower and not scorch the hell out of everybody who comes at us with this energy that triggers a wound or hurts us. We have to practice forgiveness like breathing. Like breathing. This card, separation. This isn't about separation from a healthy, loving, divine connection. This is separation from someone who is not healthy to be in connection and union with you. Some of us are going to have to accept that separation was necessary. Last night we had a card about divine, I think it was divine storms or something, and it's out again. I'll pull it out again, but it's about storm wisdom. For some of us, it took a freaking gale force hurricane to remove somebody out of our lives that we were not willing to let go of. And that's a darn shame, because you know what? That's the swerving instead of serving. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Why are we chasing after people who are not for our highest good? Is it because we're still looking for a 3D template that we're comfortable with? Well, I'm about to tell you it's about to get uncomfortable, because there is someone who is made, who is in an image that is good for our soul. But we've got to open our minds up. And it might have meant a separation from somebody who was not for your highest good had to occur. Had to occur. Holla. Are you loving yourself first? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. If you're putting in a bunch of energy trying to make somebody else feel good, that's like saying, love me, like me. I know I'm not worthy of you, so I'm going to do all this extra stuff to make sure that you do. That's whack. Thank you, no thank you. Love yourself first. You're worthy. Guess what? People can tell when you love yourself. I love that song by Meghan Trainor. If I was you, I wanna be me too. I mean, it's kind of a hype song to be able to tell yourself you are fine as all get out. You are amazing. You're brilliant. You're smart. You got it going on. Don't walk out there like Norbit, like you don't know. Y'all know I laugh about Eddie Murphy as Norbit just because it's so sad because he's just like, he doesn't even know his worth. And so he's always getting bullied and pushed around. You got to love yourself first because other people can tell. Do you keep up your appearance? Do you take pride in yourself? You know, that's how you can always tell when somebody's armed forces, military. They keep themselves in good shape. They keep their hair cut. They keep their fingernails clean. They keep their clothes ironed and looking sharp. You could tell. Love yourself and show up for your damn self. Just saying. I had to learn that the hard way. Show up for yourself. Good gravy, y'all. Unrequited love. All right. This is an ugly moment, but here it is. The unrequited love, one-sided. Some of us have to stop watering dead trees. Stop watering dead trees. If the law of reciprocity is not showing you the energy you're putting in, you're getting back, what the frig are you doing? If you're putting effort, energy, time into something, someone, and they're just like, looking off in the distance, not paying attention, which is cosmic currency, paying attention or returning the attention, check out. Your energy, your precious divine energy is better used elsewhere. Just saying. Just saying. You deserve love. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. And if you find you are putting in effort into something where the person is not reciprocating, not communicating, not showing you that they value you, check out. Best advice I think I have ever received from Spirit, because why are we watering dead trees? Because there's one person that we put all the effort into, when in all actuality as a light worker, you have the capacity to affect many through light and love. One person who takes you for granted, doesn't want to reciprocate, kick rocks, move on. That's where we get stuck in this journey, because we feel like that first person that stoked that flame in us is the one that we're going to be with for time and all eternity. It may be the case, it may not, but if they're in distortion, you going to wait until they come out of distortion? Or are you going to live your best life now? I suggest you live your best life now, because you deserve love. Do you know there's somebody out there right now who loves you exactly as you are? Oh my gosh, I just remembered Mr. Rogers. He always wanted us to be his neighbor, and he loved us just the way that we were. You deserve love. Some of us are going to have to retreat. We're going to have to pull back our energy, focus on ourselves, heal ourselves, take care of ourselves, come into union with ourselves. Do you see this? There's the masculine, there's the feminine. They're in union. That's inside of you when you retreat and pull your energy back. Some of us are going to have to free ourselves. Get back into the driver's seat of your life. Some of us are coming face to face with deception. Have we been deceiving others? Have others been deceiving us? Or have we been deceiving ourselves? Are we looking at a potential counterpart through rose-colored glasses? Time to stop that. Time to stop the deception. Are you trying to be something you're not in order to be with somebody, to acquiesce and fit their need or want? It won't work. The deception has been exposed. We're healing from it tonight. Some of us are going to have to heal those family issues. We're going to have to forgive the parents, especially while we're reparenting ourselves. We're going to have to forgive them. Forgive them for maybe letting us down, not showing up for us, hurting us, allowing other people to hurt us. This has to get healed. I know most of the time people think this is referring to children, and it can, but in this case, this is your inner child, my inner child. Our love life is going to be affected by our inner children. And what I love here is that for the first time, I have just seen these little dogs. Do you know what dogs represent? Loyalty, companionship. Be loyal to your inner child. Take care of your inner child. Reparent your inner child. Heal your inner child. It's important. Because for those of you who've watched the movie Big, it's kind of funny to see a grown man behaving childish, or 13 going on 30, where a grown woman is being childish. I think the latest movie was called Little. Many people that we're going to encounter, including ourselves, can act very childish if we haven't healed these wounds that happened way back. It's time to heal your inner child. Some of us need to release our exes. Some of us are holding our exes in a nice little jail cell in our heart and in our mind. That energy manifests in our aura. We have to be able to release them. And that's why it says the time has come to clear your energy. Because have you ever noticed that you might be attracting the same kind of people into your life? It's because like attracts like, and if their energy is still in your energy field, you may be attracting one who flew over the cuckoo's nest over and over and over until you release your ex. How many of us are stubborn? We're like 99.999% sure the person we perceive as our twin is our twin. Therefore, we will not allow our mind or heart to be open to anything but that person. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So that's why releasing those preconceived notions is important, because you could be missing out on the greatest love of your life if you're working off of a 3D template and what your tastes and what your likes are. But when you get into that light working mode, that torch burning mode, you start to recognize you want to burn and blaze brightly with a person who has the capacity to have a relationship with you that's good for your soul. A lot of us are having to let go of control issues. We don't want things to unfold naturally. We're trying to push the cart up the hill because we want to expedite this thing and get to happily ever after. We have to let it go. including trying to force a 3D template on top of something that has nothing to do with the 3D. A lot of us are getting ready to release and let go of codependency because it's affecting your relationships. Whether you are the person who is a codependent or you are attracted to someone who is a codependent. Time to heal this. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and so will working in your mission and living your best life right now. That's what's going to help you yield the results that you desire. It is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life right now, in real time. In real time. Have faith. But do your work. Do your work. Told you guys we were going in deep tonight. This is where the big healing power is coming through. It's coming through now because these are the biggies. This is the dirty list of laundry. One of them that we're getting ready to clear up right now. Here we go. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you can approach the situation more calmly. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Stay centered. It will help resolve the issue more quickly. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you are obsessing about a person, a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right, yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve relationships. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Hello. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When a negative thought surfaces, say, "Thank you, next," and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. That negative vibe, it's a killer. It's also associated with that snow queen energy. So we got to get out of that energy. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on the goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Okay, so if you were sitting there on the bench next to Forrest Gump, waiting for the bus, waiting for your twin to show up in their divine energy, you're not attracting success. Take action. Get moving. Get moving. Surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Maya Angelou said it best. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe it. Surrender the resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Do you see we've heard cards that keep saying, keep moving, jump, move. All of this is about moving on with your life. Hello. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs. Be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Be loyal to yourself. Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are always cared for. Whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or a relationship, if you're fearing age or aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. This is a big one. A lot of us are struggling with this one right here. Surrender stubbornness. You see her stance? She's defiant. She's stubborn. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Hello. This is a biggie. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go or get dragged. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and surrounded by positive people. This is why that card Storm Wisdom came up. Because some of us are holding on for dear life to unhealthy connections that are not for our highest good. You deserve love. You deserve love. If you're not being treasured and surrounded by positive people, it's time to do some retrospective work and think about, what are you doing? Just saying. Just saying. Surrender your addictions. May as well face it, you're addicted to lust. And I said lust, not love, because some of us have a problem with lust. We lust after people. We want them. I want him. I want her. Whew. Love flows freely. Lust takes. It gets. If you're addicted and lusting, meaning you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, overworking, there's the key words again. Take action to begin to heal with the addiction and replace it with a healthier alternative. Surrender the addiction, scarcity, lack, need for it, wanting for it, and surrender to love. Allow love to flow in and out of you. It'll quench those addictions. You won't need that fix. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open up to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove the blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Surrendering low self-esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. There's those remnants. That's that doormat at the front of your life. Take it, shake it, sweep it out. It has no place in your current timeline in your life. Surrender your desire to control people. And I'm also going to put in there manipulate. We don't need to manipulate people. What's for you will not pass you by. You don't have to manipulate or contrive to get people to come to you. If you are naturally vibrating at a high frequency, the right people will show up. But being over controlling, that can sabotage a relationship. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off. Regroup. Give the situation some breathing room. Good night, Sam. Take care. Good to see you. This one is a biggie. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is do all you can do to make things happen and then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Guys, we talked about it before. It is holding on to a rope a big fat braided rope in a tug of war. And the universe is tugging, letting you know it's time to surrender and let go. But you're like, nah, I got this. Hold on. Let me just try holding it a little tighter and pulling back a little bit more. And what's going to happen is that friction is going to start to cut you, cause you to bleed, cause you to break the skin, and absolutely tear up your hand. Let go. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. Let it go. You know, let it go. Let it go. Ooh. You know what, guys? There was a song from the 80s. It says, I've been in love before. The hardest part is when you're in it. Some people are afraid of intimacy. They just can't. Are you ready to let love in? Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Hello. Are you stopping yourself from opening your heart up? Are you afraid you're going to get hurt again? Are you afraid someone's going to see the real you? Do you have some insecurities and doubts that are in there? Surrender it. Get to know yourself. Love yourself on an intimate level. Love your flaws. That song by John Legend, All of Me, loves all of you. That should be the song we should be singing to our inner divine masculine or feminine. I love all your curves, your flaws, your imperfections. Love yourself wholly so that the person who is meant for you will recognize that you love yourself. And it's safe for them to come in and love you too. Yes, I am ready to love. India Ari. India Ari just came out with another song called Steady Love. I was like, get it, girl. Love that. Oh, man. This is part of that control package. I'm telling you, it's like the upgrades on a car. We have the control package. Surrender the idea that you could fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. I will repeat that. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. If you put lipstick on a pig, y'all, it's still a pig. Hello? You can't fix somebody. That's their job. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Look. Look. Do you see the fire? Fire serves a lot of purposes, right? It warms, it illuminates, and it burns things. It can destroy things. In this fire is burning down the fear walls that have kept you from moving forward. You see what's happening? Here, it's like, oh man, I'm on fire. Oh shoot. Oh dang. I'm surrendering fear. I'm burning it all down. Here, we're sitting in it going, I love the fire. Fire's freaking awesome. I'm a splendid torch. And as a matter of fact, I'm in a collective of freaking splendid torches and we're awesome together. Don't fight this. Don't fight it. Just surrender it. It's all coming down because you're becoming your most authentic version of yourself. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. That's a big deal because you know that deception card, sometimes we be deceiving people by being a yes man or a yes woman. Oh, yes, honey, of course I'll do that. Oh, yes, whatever you need me to do, whatever you want me to do. We acquiesce, we make ourselves a doormat many times because we're afraid if we say no, someone's not going to like us. Well, that's just too bad, because the most authentic version of you knows how to set those limits. Holla. Oh, Yara, sending you a big old hug. Surrender your outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar like this eagle in your own life. Like I said, if you have a corrupted program running in your computer, it's not going to work until you get rid of that virus. So even if it was somebody you trusted who was telling you things about yourself that wasn't true, surrender it. That's outdated. You know, because there's people who are salty. They come up and they want to just sprinkle salt all over your goodness, right? You don't believe that. You don't believe those stories anymore. Surrender that. Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. I'm sorry, y'all. I saw Smooth Criminal right now. Annie, are you okay? Hell yeah, Annie's okay, because Annie is finally done waiting to exhale. We're all taking a big freaking deep breath that says we're no longer carrying stress in our body, because stress kills. Stress manifests illnesses. We're not trying to have that. That's the word dis-ease. Stop feeling dis-ease in your body from stress. Come back to your center. Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will help further your goals. Yep. We don't have to be braggadocious. As light workers, we're a splendid torch. We just show up. We just do what we're called to do. We don't need big fanfare. We don't need smoke and, we don't need a big Elvis entrance to come in, y'all. We could just show up in jeans and a t-shirt, yoga pants and a sweatshirt. We could just show up in our authentic version of ourselves and serve. And many of us are doing it right behind the scenes. We don't have to be like a tagger. Stella was here on the freeway overpass letting everybody know what we did. We just show up and serve in the light as part of that marvelous collective. Surrender to receiving support and love. This is a big one. This goes right, I'm going to put these two bad boys side by side, because when you're in your ego, you're not trying to receive support and love. I fly alone, buddy. You're all up in your, I got this. You ain't got this. You're part of this. You're part of a collective. We're here to help each other. We're not a one-man show, a one-woman show. Learn how to receive love and support. You ever heard that saying, a closed mouth doesn't get fed? If you're struggling, reach out. I'm going to add a caveat. Use discernment, okay? Do not just share all your business with everybody, because not everybody is going to understand where you are in your journey. But as led by Spirit, reach out to people who are like-minded. And a tree is known by its fruit. You could tell. You'll know. If you're in tune with your clairs, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, your intuition, you'll know who you could reach out to. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Bam. You see, there's two. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two. Sometimes it takes a whole damn village. Just saying. Last card from this deck. Surrender worry. What are you worrying about? Come on. Don't you worry about a thing. Make a commitment to lead not lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Did we not just get the instruction to exhale? Breathe it out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Always. You got it? I know I got it now. I'm like, woof. Yeah, let me release that, because you know what? Stress kills. We're not trying to have that. Okay? So we did a lot of releasing. Now we're going to talk a little bit about this energy. So Spirit gave me a couple of additional cards out of this deck that we have not yet seen together. And it's going to help us put some things into perspective. Okay? So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's good. Okay, yes, get loose now. That's right, Ether. Whoop, whoop. Yep. Because we're getting free tonight. We're healing. This is all getting exposed so that we can heal. It was Miss Scarlet with the revolver in the conservatory. We're kind of done with the BS now, and we're ready to just move forward. And so as many people that need to get set free and get help, that's what's up. We're bringing the heat tonight. Why? Because it is our date with destiny. And I don't mean Destiny's Child. I mean, it is your date with destiny. All right, you guys. Here's what this card says. And y'all know we just came back to the circus. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Date with destiny. Out of the ethers and into your life, she arrives now because you have a date with destiny. She is a mysterious creature. Her ways are wild, but her guidance is true. She may create chaos, which a new order can emerge from. But there's no need to fear. She has come to uplift, inspire, and direct you. She is your inner divine feminine. Okay? A date with destiny is a big deal. I was about to say a date with King Trident is a big deal, which it is, which by the way is tomorrow, y'all. So make sure you click your bells so you could be part of date night, just saying. A date with destiny is a big deal. It is a moment when you realize that there is something helping you out, something intelligent, powerful, wise, and no matter how empowered you are, something even more powerful than your own efforts. The oracle card, the date with destiny, means all bets are off. Nothing held sacred and anything can happen. If you are a control freak, this is probably going to scare the crap out of you. So you need to know something important. You can trust destiny's interventions on your behalf, even if her work seems to be causing your best intentions to go astray. Trust or go mad, because you cannot control her, and you don't need to. Your divine destiny is your best life. It is your fullest, most beautiful, creative expression possible. It is what you want and need, even when you don't immediately realize it, even when you'd rather do something different than you once thought you wanted or needed. Here is the guiding hand closing the wrong doors, sometimes slamming them abruptly in your face. Nurse your ego when that happens, but let your soul shout with glee, because you know it is the calling card of destiny, and she will open all the right doors for you. She isn't, despite most people's fears, a sadist, but she will dance through your life in a big, stomping combat boots kind of way, even if that means causing you some pain now to avoid a greater pain much later on. The appearance of havoc or mayhem is just a sign that she is at work on a divine realignment assignment. I'm going to say that again. A divine realignment assignment. Her every move, even those incomprehensible to the mind is deliberate and divine. When this oracle appears, you are on a date with destiny. The universe has heard the prayers of your heart, and life is going to answer them by rearranging what needs to be rearranged and sorting out whatever the frig has been troubling you. Make sure you let it happen. You are not meant to feel in control. Destiny is exciting, unpredictable phenomenon. You're probably going to feel some instability, feeling that things are just going to change, and you're right. If you allow destiny to take your hand, she's going to guide you places that you really want to be. If you cannot trust her, she's going to push and prod you to get you there anyway. But you won't enjoy the journey quite as much. The more you allow yourself to trust in her, the more you will realize the universe is working with you rather than against you. And if you are willing, it will show you the time of your life. I had the time of my life, and I've never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. Yes. Oh my gosh, the affirmation, you guys. My date with destiny is full of the most fun, joy, compassion, purpose, and play that I can have whilst being me. Woo! That is phenomenal. Do you guys see it? You are on your date with destiny. Your destiny is now. Is right now. Yes, that was such a triumphant moment in that movie for those of you who have seen Dirty Dancing. It's interesting now that Spirit's kind of bringing this through. Yes, I can, Ether. Baby, which ironically, you gotta love, her name is Baby. Baby, when you hear it, when someone says, hey baby, come here, it could be a term of endearment like sweetness. Or, hey baby, you got this. It's like, you know, you're bolstering someone up. Or a baby, an infant. Well, whenever you look at Dirty Dancing, in the beginning of the movie, Baby does seem very childish and young. And then she meets this dance instructor that brings out a confidence that she had in her, that she kind of, you know, she was kind of trying to people please. And then when she broke out of her shell and she allowed herself to be seen, she was triumphant and victorious over even her own fears and insecurities. And that's where a lot of people are. That was her date with destiny. You are at your date with destiny. It's time to shine. It's time to shine. Okay? The next card that came out was Circus of Love. Oh my gosh, I keep hearing that song. All eyes on me in the center of the ring, just like a circus. Britney Spears. Oh my gosh, you guys. Seriously. Circus of Love. Love is in all forms, is the ultimate prize in the game of life. But you've got to be in it to win it. Forget excuses and open your heart to love, to life, to luck, to laughter, for the circus of love is rolling into your soul town, and it is time for you to be swept off your feet. And again, if you guys are seeing things in these cards, please share it in the chat because it's all relative and important. It says, love has so many ways to touch your soul and heal your heart. Love is the power that moves us beyond our individual concerns and doubts, sweeping us up into a divine field of energy that feels amazing. Love wants to flow through you, to create through you, to express itself through you. You are the love child of divine, and love is at the core of your being. Sometimes you'll feel very close to this love, swimming in it, like it is a fountain gurgling up from the inside, and other times you'll feel as though you cannot quite remember what it is to feel love and to be loved. Then it's time to stop looking for love in all the wrong places. Turn within and find it. From the kindness, sweetness, affection, and warmth within your own heart, you will find the reserves of energy, creative confidence, and bold trust to open your heart to love, to unfolding your own life journey. Do not turn away from where your heart wants or needs you to go. Let your mind relax. It doesn't need to understand everything or be in control. You cannot control the process of falling in love with life, a person, or yourself, or even your purpose. In fact, if you were to truly fall in love, then your mind will not feel in control at all. Your heart has its own wisdom. It's a special type of feeling intelligence. It knows how to be swept away. It understands the difference between an unhealthy obsession, which prevents you from resolving underlying issues of pain, and a healthy, passionate, fierce devotion to that which sets your soul on fire. Love has its own wild ways, and they're brilliant and instinctive in a way that the mind cannot grasp. So trust that your heart loves. What moves your heart? What makes it beat faster and love more? You will find that all sorts of strange wonderfulness, creative chaos, and bold color emerge from within and dances around you. You may begin to feel like a circus, but what better circus than a circus of love? If you've been struggling with the matters of the heart, the circus of love indicates that a heart healing is happening. And your experience of love is about to become more vibrant, exciting, playful, and perhaps even somewhat unconventional and unusual. It also indicates a love affair with a person, place, or thing is about to deepen. So it's time to let yourself be swept off your feet and lose your head to love. Wow. Oh, sorry guys, Alice in Wonderland reference. I understand why the queen said off with their heads. And she was angry. She was freaking out, right? She was totally losing her shit. Off with their heads. Well, if you think of it from this perspective, our hearts have, the words I believe it said was an intelligence, a special type of feeling intelligence. So when you're all up in your head and you're using the logic, it can throw you off. So yeah, sometimes you have to be like off with their heads so that you can feel with that special heart intelligence to know who can have a relationship with you that's good for your soul. So the mantra is, I love to love, and the universe loves me unconditionally. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Love yourself. The universe loves you. Divine disguise. This is a big one. This is a big one. I hope you guys are doing okay. I know we're just thugging it out tonight, y'all. I'm like, we're just blowing through these decks. All right, so this card says, some blessings are obvious, a door that opens, a person that says yes, an instant success of an idea, but not all blessings are going to be instantly recognizable. Some blessings are so veiled that at first you might consider them to be an unwanted development. A concealed blessing is either already at work in your life or on its way. Don't worry if you feel like things aren't working out as they should. Soon enough, the disguise will be dropped and the blessed unmasked in all its beauty. This oracle brings you a positive message and prediction for your future. It is bringing you the promise of peace of mind and realization that the universe really does know what it's doing. It's in your corner, on your side, cheering you on, helping you avoid unnecessary pitfalls, even if you don't know that they exist. This oracle is indicating the real beauty of a situation is not obvious to you yet. It could be a delay, a change in plans that turns out in your favor, even if at the time you aren't sure it signals failure. It could be the wrong person saying no, so the right person can say yes. Y'all don't hear me. It could be the wrong person saying no, so that the right person can say yes. It might even be you being blocked from your past, so you have to continue to go forward. Hello. Go forward into the magic of your future. Whatever your hidden blessing is, this oracle is telling you, you are soon going to realize just how loved and helped you are in every area of your life. This oracle also tells you, you don't need to worry. Even that which seems the most troublesome, it's going to reveal itself to be working in your favor. The affirmation is, whatever appears to be, the truth revealed is always love helping me. Why do you need love to help you? Because of this. You need love to help you because of this. This energy is something we're going to keep encountering over and over again. Like a boss in a video game. Each level you get to, bigger level, bigger devil. I'm only going to spend a little bit of time on this one, but I'm telling you, if you get a grasp on how to deal with this energy that we're going to encounter in this light working journey, it's going to help you out a lot. It really is. You were meant to shine bright, to be a sun even in the cold, dark depths of winter, bringing warmth to the world. Didn't we talk about lightworker, splendid torch, bringing light to the world? You see that? Some don't like the light. They want to douse your creative fire, freeze your enthusiasm, and rain on your parade. Don't let them. Shine your light with stubbornness and happiness. Defeat the Snow Queen and her wicked ways. See, because sometimes when you cut off a person, their wicked ways linger. Oh my gosh, what is that song by Chris Isaac? No, I'll never fall in love. Yeah, that's exactly what this Snow Queen wants, that you don't ever fall in love ever again, that your heart is blocked off, that you're not able to receive the warmth that love brings into your life. Okay? This energy is the biggest, baddest MFer you're going to come up against in this journey. Most people are going to encounter it in the flame portion, not as much in the torch, as much as you'll notice it in the flame. When you're in the flame, you know, a flame isn't going to do a whole hell of a lot when you've got a blizzard coming at you, right? But if a blizzard's trying to come at an inferno, who do you think's going to win? Just saying. Just saying. So this is important. Spirit was like, listen, Linda, they need to know this is the shit. Y'all pay attention to this, because many of us have been dealing with this energy in different people. People that we love, people that we trusted, people, you know, they spread like mustard on a sandwich and you're like, WTF, who are you? We're going to see this energy keep popping up. So now we have to learn how to deal with it. Okay? You know, remember that I'm rubber, you're glue, what bounces off me sticks on you and stays. You're coming in with your firepower now. So you're going to be able to handle this energy. So this is, it could be male or female. So don't get it twisted just because she's looking, you know, like she's flossing and bossing. This is also masculine energy that could be showing up, because as you notice, she has that very dark look about her. Not that masculines are dark, but the authoritative glance, face, whatever you want to call it, stance is very masculine. And I can show you because this is very feminine in contrast. And we'll get to this card in a minute. Okay, you can tell the difference right there. Watch your back, right? Watch your back. Okay, the Snow Queen and her wicked ways. She likes to test people who aren't yet sure of their worth. She'll try to freeze you with a glance that conveys criticism, judgment, and ridicule. She'll make you believe you're going to be humiliated and that you're going to fail and that you shouldn't even try to begin with. And she's going to plant seeds of doubt in your soul garden that are going to pop up like weeds. She's going to cause you to lose energy to mental anguish. You will find life more difficult than it needs to be if you don't take heed of what's happening and use your power, your firepower, to stand up to her. Okay? Thank you. Cold as ice. Ice, ice, baby. That's what's up. Now, ironically, I'm going to show you guys the progression because you're going to be like, aha, also. Because there's a progression here. So you're going through these energy shifts. You're encountering people, particularly people in the twin flame journey, the twin, the counterpart that may ice you out, freeze you out, try to drown you in emotion, try to put up a wall of ice to keep you from coming closer. That's also known as distortion energy, y'all. Hello. Just saying. This energy will make itself present through a loved one, a colleague, someone who's envious, that wants to see you fall. Jeez. Or, at worst, it's the voice in your own head that's speaking negatively, telling you not to trust your heart. Remember, we just heard that your heart has a set of intelligence of its own? Of course, the Snow Queen energy doesn't want you to trust your heart. So if it can get into your head, it can block your heart. Strategy. Okay? So in order to overcome this, you're going to have to stand up tall and true. Do you notice she's kind of hunched down over here? This is getting into your greatest version of yourself, but you're stripped down naked. And if you ever notice that when you're in the midst of a spiritual awakening and you're just trying to, like that baby bird punching its way out of the egg, you're kind of vulnerable and you're stripped down. And that's when people just come out of nowhere, swatting you down, throwing salt on you. And you're just like, WTF. Watch your back, right? When you're trying to be the rare, raw, real version of yourself, haters come out in full force, geared up like they're going to the freaking Super Bowl. And here you are, naked as a jaybird. Do you get what I'm saying? So you see that little bit of heat? As you were going through that stage of rawness and realness and authenticity, you started developing the fire. You went from a flame to streaks of fire. Right? However, like a Pokemon, you had to evolve because this energy right here comes to beat you down. And at some point, just like that storm wisdom, a gale force hurricane has to come through to wake your ass up, and then you become a bit of a badass. Nebula warrior translates to not afraid of the dark. We went from not facing this energy And it just kept stabbing and throwing daggers to Heffa say, what? Bring it. Do you see that? And a lot of times the people in this energy don't even see you coming. They're just like, oh my gosh. But they won't show you that they're shook. They're still going to try to intimidate you. And as a matter of fact, the wicked ways, this next deck is going to highlight some of the wicked ways that this Snow Queen throws shade at you. So you have got to get into your badassery here so that you are able to withstand these attacks. After you have evolved to that next level, do you see the difference? I just want you guys to see this. Do you see the evolution here of what happened? Vulnerable, got a little badassery, to now, oh, I know how to handle you. That's the look. You see the icy blueness in the eyes? You adopt some of the behavior, but it doesn't change you because you're the light, you're the heat. Look at all those butterflies and eyes and awareness that you have now. Now you are more than a formidable opponent, but it gets better. Wait a minute. You're not alone. You are part of a collective torch of light. Defeated. Defeated. You went through this evolution in this twin flame journey. A flame to become a torch. Because you're a powerful light worker. And you're not a little snowflake or a buttercup. That's your birthright. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. You know who you are. And you're not to be played with. Your emotions, your heart, your mind, none of it. So now we're going to spend a hot minute here on the wicked ways. Because like we said, it's not just about this energy or a person or even the negative thoughts in your head. Okay, which by the way, the way that you're supposed to deal with this is to stand in your power. In fact, I'm gonna just read it to y'all real quick because it's kind of saucy, but you have to stand up. When she tries to freeze you with a glance and says, "Who do you think you are?" you must stand up tall and true and reply, "I am me. Save your soul-slaying doubt-making for another day. I take my own hand, freed from your icy grasp. If you stay anywhere near me, I will melt you with my creative fire and warmth of my love. So be gone, wicked one. It's time for you to move on." That torch is going to melt that ice. Holla. That's what's up. So now, you know what song keeps coming to that one? Witchy woman. It's not just a woman. It could be an energy for male or female. But here's what the wicked ways are. So here's what you're going to have to be mindful of and make sure you keep your chakras in alignment. Okay? First thing, don't be a victim. You're not a victim. You are more than equally matched. As a matter of fact, here, game over. Right? Like paper, scissors, rock, game over. Do not allow yourself to be tanked by rejection. What you don't realize is sometimes what you perceive as rejection is actually protection. Especially if someone is in distortion energy about to come in like a wrecking ball into your life. That's why those Doreen Virtue cards said, pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention. Don't let somebody guilt you. Don't let someone manipulate you with guilt to keep staying with them when they're not treating you right. They got to go. Do not allow impatience within yourself or someone else to trigger you into rushing into something or trying to expedite something that is supposed to be left to divine timing. Wicked ways, breeding insecurity, playing games with people's hearts and minds. That's a wicked way. Who does that? No, thank you. Breeding insecurity. You know, that person that you care so much for, and you know, you're wondering when you're going to get to see them again, and you know, that's why people are like, oh, when are we going to be in union? When are we going to be in union? Because this other person's sitting here like, well, I think I'm going to wash my hair tonight. I'm kind of busy. I'll get back to you. Or silent treatment. All of that breeds insecurity and causes people to cross their arms over their heart, shutting their heart down. That's a wicked way. They don't want you, but they sure as hell don't want you opening your heart to anyone else either. That's some real bullshit right there. Just saying. Grief. Some people will give you grief. Their wicked way is to give you grief for moving on with your life. They see you living your best life. They see you happy. They don't like it. So they're still going to try to come at you to grieve you. That's a wicked way. Confusion. They don't necessarily want you, but the minute they see somebody else looking at you, now they suddenly want you? Nope. That's a wicked way. Despondence. I just give up. I just don't know. Don't let somebody mess with your mind. Gossip. Are they spreading rumors about you? Are they trash talking you all over town? That's a wicked way. You gonna trash my rep for what? You gonna spread rumors and lies about me for what? Psh. Game over. They try to isolate you. They try to get you in the bubble. You can't possibly work your light as a light worker if you've got to focus all your freaking time and attention on me, because I need your attention. Therefore, you can't do anything else outside of me. See, that's a wicked way. Love claims no ownership. You shouldn't be isolated. Shouldn't be isolated from your friends, your family, your light tribe, your community, because somebody wants to monopolize your time, your talent, and your energy. Vanity. Somebody who hooks you with their booty. Everybody knows somebody who uses their looks to manipulate. They use sex to keep people trapped and in bondage to them because it feels so good. That vanity. Oh, he looks good with me. She looks good with me. No. That's a wicked way. They don't have no good intentions for you, but you sure look good with them. So yeah, they want to keep you on their arm like a tool. Trickery. People show up faking the funk. This is Medusa, okay? This is a siren. This is an energy that's going to trick the crap out of you. And some people, we're willing to drink the Kool-Aid because in that 3D template, they look just like we like. Yeah, baby, I like it like that. Yes. Come hither. I like how you look. But what you don't see is underneath all that glossing and flossing is a wicked way, a snow king or a snow queen. Darling DJ, I know. You see what I'm talking about? I told y'all, I said, ooh, Lord, I need some prayer, y'all, because tonight it's going down. I mean, when I'm telling you, my heart was palpitating. I was burning up. Kate was like, Ma, why are you pacing? I was like, girl, you don't understand. I don't even know how I'm going to tell everybody this stuff, but it's for all of us because we're getting healed tonight. We're getting set free. Impasse. Oh, this is a good one, guys. People with this energy, notice how it says they like to freeze you. All right, stop. Hammer time. They want to freeze you. So there's an impasse. You don't get to grow anymore. If all you can do is see them, they're all up in your eyesight. You can't look past them to do what you're supposed to be called to do. You're now at an impasse. You can't go any further. You're stopped. Focusing on this one person. No, thank you. Oh, yes. They play on your self-worth. Playing games. You're just begging for a place in the throne of their heart, and they're shady as fuck. They play you and lick you like a sucker. You're giving all your love, your time, your energy, commitment, loyalty to somebody who is not loyal to you because you're not loyal to yourself. No more excuses. No more freaking excuses. Love your own damn self. Be loyal to your own self. You don't need to beg to be on the throne of somebody's heart. If they don't want you, kick rocks. Motherfucker. Sorry, not sorry. I mean it. You guys, we are freaking amazing, beautiful, wonderful, intelligent beings. But we need to start using that heart intelligence that this Snow Queen wants to freeze out. Don't look with your eyes. In fact, SWV had a song, use your heart and not your eyes. Baby, just relax and ride. It's time to use the eyes of your heart. If you're in the Christian community and you love praise and worship, there's a song by Michael W. Smith. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. Open your heart eyes up, folks. You're worth more than rubies. Worth more than rubies. Nobody can give you this. You give yourself this. And if somebody is playing you and licking you like a sucker, bye, Felicia. Bye, dude. If they recognize that you have faulty perception, ooh, look at me hitting the camera, y'all. Ooh, y'all, I'm so spicy. I'm telling you, you thought I drank some Tapatio. My face is burning, y'all. If you have a faulty perception of yourself or a faulty perception of that person and that energy, they're going to play you like a fiddle. They're going to be playing you like the devil went down to Georgia. Because you know what? People in this energy are cunning. They smart. Most of them know exactly what they're doing. It's not their first rodeo. If they see you have low self-esteem or faulty perception, oh, they can get up in there and wreck shop. No, thank you. If they recognize that areas of your life are out of balance, they're going to stick out their foot and trip your ass. They will keep you constantly like a boxer who is on the freaking ropes. You can't get your balance and your orientation because you are so punch drunk because they just keep hitting you in all the right places that it throws you off. You're confused. Confused because you can't get your balance. Have y'all ever watched the Rocky Balboa movies? I love me some Rocky and Creed. Boy, when somebody get that combo punch going, that 1-2 where they're like just hitting and hitting, popping, uppercut down in the gut, you know, hitting them in the eye, hitting them in the nose. And all of a sudden you're like, ooh, I can't even see straight. And you see them, you could just tell, oh man, they're about to fall out. That's the wicked ways of somebody who is a snow king or a snow queen. They know how to keep you off balance. Hello. You know what, guys? I'm just tired of seeing everybody's asses getting beat up, including my own. I'm just saying, because we're so empathetic. We're kind, loving, light-working people, and we want to just be in these healthy, loving connections. But for whatever it's worth, we are drawn to some crazy, wackadoodle, fruitcake, snow kings and queens with wicked ways. And then they get all up in our spirit, all up in our energy, all up in our soul, to the point where we don't even recognize a good, healthy connection in front of our face when we have it right there. We'll trade that in. It would be like someone saying, I'm trading in my smart car and I'm getting a bicycle. A what? But you had a car with an engine that runs, and you finna take a bicycle? Huh? This is a beguiling energy that keeps people in bondage. We're getting set free tonight. That's the whole reason that we're here. The whole damn reason we're here is whoever needs to hear this tonight is hearing this tonight so they can be set free. Case closed. Facade. Not Ahmad Rashad. We're talking about a facade. Fakery. Y'all know I live in California, so when I was a kid, we would go to Universal Studios. And for those of you who are into movies and special effects and movie making, that place is going to break your little heart and hurt your feelings, because they tell you what the real deal is. You sitting there thinking that house is a big, beautiful house and all decorated, and you're just all excited. And then they tell you, and to the left is the facade. And you're like, huh, what? And then they turn the corner and you see there is nothing but a pretty face. The rest of that shit is just wood. There's nothing there. How many of us have encountered somebody that the lights are on but nobody is home, but they try to convince us that they are the total package? Wake up. Wake up. People are going to present a pretty package to get us to seal the deal and end up in some bullshit. The universe has your back. The universe wants to send you a divine counterpart who is ready to serve with you in the light right now. How many of us have settled or accepted a facade? Because that's what we like in the 3D. That's how we like it. Because they look a certain way. They have a certain lifestyle. No. Light workers, burn it all down. Whatever you thought was supposed to happen, let the universe do what it does best. Follow your damn instincts for a change. Let those heart intelligence show you the wicked ways. Show you that true person, because let me tell you, the wicked ways here is to get you to not trust your instincts. It wants you to not trust your instincts. You guys, have you ever had a feeling about something and you're like, something's not right here? But the person tries to talk you out of following your instinct. It's also known as gaslighting if you've ever dealt with narcissistic personality disorder. They could be holding a smoking gun over the body with blood splatter and still be like, I don't know who shot that person. And you're standing there going crazy because you're like, no, you shot them. And they're like, no, I don't think so. It's crazy making. Do not let anybody trick you out of your instincts. Listen to your gut, your heart, your soul, your head. Listen. That's part of the wicked ways of the Snow King and Snow Queen, to get you to not trust what your instincts are telling you. Most of us know we've been in a situationship, and I said a situationship and not a relationship, because how the hell can you relate to somebody who is constantly trying to play you? You can't. You've been in a situationship where somebody has tried to talk you out of your good common sense, and you drank the Kool-Aid. Well, guess what, my friend? After tonight, you're going to be drinking water. You're going to stop drinking that Kool-Aid. When you start looking at people and looking at ourselves for who we really are, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Yeah, I'll wait for the real thing. I'll wait for it. What you have to do for yourself, release this individual harboring this energy and their wicked ways. Because the goal is, this dark entity is, if it can't get you in bondage with the person, after you part ways, it's going to continue to run the program with the wicked ways that they superimposed and projected onto you. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to release it. You have to clear your energetic field. Don't be keeping the playlist in your phone, listening to all them sad love songs that you two used to do things to and listen to together. Put that shit out of your phone. Don't keep them pictures up. Don't keep their favorite pillow next. Oh no. You got to release it. Clear it. Boom. Thank you, Matt. Stop playing games. Checkmate. Game over. That's what has to happen. That's what has to happen. Because otherwise you will keep getting played and you will keep attracting the same thing over and over and over, like a broken frickin' record. Who wants that? Who wants that? Not today, devil. Not today. That energy wants to prevent you from integrating your inner divine masculine and feminine so that you're in union with yourself. Because notice it said it targets people who don't know their worth yet or have a self-worth issue in some capacity. They don't want to see you integrated. Because if you integrate and be in union with yourself, you're going to attract your high vibrational counterpart, your match. Do you see, if these two had a baby, it's her? You see that? This is you integrated. You've transformed. You can't play games with people. You know, people in distortion have more games than Milton Bradley. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Trying to live my best life now. I'm trying not to come in like a wrecking ball and hurt anybody. But I recognize I need to integrate my own masculine and feminine in myself before I even contemplate connecting with another person. So Spirit had me do a little bit of work with these cards, and they're quick, hot, fast messages. The first one was be brave and true, Spirit warrior. Be brave. Spirit said, I want you to pull out certain cards, and the message is actually embedded in the cards. So I'm going to try to zoom in so y'all can see. Okay, so I'll put this in the center. You need to be a free spirit. Free your mind and the rest will follow. You're free. All that nonsense that we experienced from the Snow Kings and Queens, you need to be a free spirit. Nothing's holding you down. Because all good things are wild and free. And you're a good thing, baby. You are a good thing. You are also a warrior. And it says, we are all made of stars. We are all made of stars. You see it? That splendid torch is made up of all this beautiful stardust and powerful matter. That's you. That's me. Ah, we all have a bright destiny. Look at that. So, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. It became a butterfly. And butterflies were meant to fly free. This is what you became. You evolved like a Pokemon. You evolved so that you could be the splendid torch. You see? Love who you are. Love yourself. I can't help loving myself, and I don't need nobody else. If I was you, I wanna be me too. That's Meghan Trainor. Look, every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Don't look at your past and condemn yourself. Grow through what you go through. Grow through what you go through. This card is too funny. Create your own magic. It's tea time. Enjoy. Treat yourself. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Heart of a warrior. Heart of a warrior. Warriors are strong. Where did we see that before? In your evolution. The nebula warrior, not afraid of the dark. You have the heart of a warrior. Warriors are smart. The black diamond. True love is eternal. It's eternal. Your counterpart may look nothing like what you expect. You are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you think. That's for sure. Remember when you were in this energy just starting to find yourself? You are stronger than you think. She waited a really long time to be saved until one day she decided to save herself, and it was a very good day. Warriors, do you remember the day you decided to save yourself from the madness of this journey? The day you woke the fuck up and decided, yeah, about that, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna put all that effort, energy, and intention into myself, be loyal and dutiful to myself. Do you remember that day? I hope you journaled about it. I hope you refer back to that and remind yourself that you are the hero in your own journey. Beautiful dreamer. Change the way you see, not the way you look. You're perfect just the way you are. Like that Ed Sheeran song. You look perfect tonight and tomorrow and the next day. You're perfect just the way you are. Be your own hero. Be your own hero. Okay? And if you don't know, now you know. These two. Do you guys notice this common theme with this fire? This coloring? Do you see it? I'll zoom out. There it is. Splendid torches. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. You were in a little tiny flame. That was just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. You're a powerful light worker. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about your character so that you never forget who the frig you are ever again. No matter what ice king or queen comes up and tries to steal your stuff away, you better never forget who you are. I love this. Soul sisters. I love this. 2 hearts, 1 soul, sisterhood, brotherhood, soul tribe. Okay? Some relationships nourish your soul whilst others damage it. A nourishing relationship has an effect on your soul just like nourishing food does on your body. It makes you feel good, increases your energy to live your life, and enhances your well-being. Healthy relationships for your soul are ones that uplift and inspire you to become more of your fearless self. They do not drag your spirit down into anxiety and confusion. Some people may love you, but just do not know how to be in a relationship with you that is healthy for your soul. With such people, you either need to show them how to be in your life in a soul-loving way, or take extra special care of yourself when you are around them. And sometimes this will not be enough to protect you from the negative influence from a relationship, and you need to walk away. This can be sad, yet it also creates space for your soulmates to enter your life. Spring cleaning. Anybody need a vacuum, a duster? I'll share mine. This is where we're at. This is what we are calling for. I invite healthy love and connection into my life. I have the courage to handle unhealthy patterns of relating with wisdom and strength. I love myself, and I have so much love to share unconditionally with others. My heart recognizes my true soulmates as I open myself up to genuinely loving relationships. There it is again. Your heart recognizes. Why do you think there is so many attacks on your heart? To harden your heart, to cause your heart to break, to bleed. Love bites, love bleeds. I know some of you caught that reference. Your heart recognizes. My heart recognizes. I feel like a giddy little girl because my heart has recognized 2 soulmates that entered my life completely unexpectedly. It's beautiful. It makes me so giddy. I mean, I sound like a high school girl on her first date when I talk about them. I'm just so tickled, grateful. But my heart recognized them. My eyes would have been like, huh? What? But oh, my heart is filled with so much joy. They are such sweet people, and I adore them. Let your heart lead you in. Wow. This lioness, this is a big deal too. I have to take a breath on this, y'all, because this is a big deal, because this card is the soul medicine of courage. She refuses to be a pawn in another one's game. She refuses to play with the minds and emotions of others. Her ways are always open and direct. She's confident in who she is, and she's not afraid to be honest. Some people may try to get the better of you, but she knows that she'll never let you be manipulated. Even if quietly spoken, your truth has the impact of a roar. And the lioness is not afraid to rightfully claim what's theirs. And she will not let you quit until you secure what is meant for you. With her confidence in your heart, you can live life in the open without any need to hide. You are the holder of lioness medicine, brave one, the protector of dignity, justice, and truth. Do you see why you are a torch? You are the torch. You're not just a little flame, a twin flame. You're the motherfucking torch. And you will not be played with. And you will not allow yourself to stay in a connection that is not serving your greatest and highest good ever again. You didn't come here by accident tonight. You came here to get the damn truth. I can't even sugarcoat it. My sweet voice is gone. Stella is officially Sassy Pants McGee. Do y'all hear me? I'm like, please. Please hear me when I say this. You are more precious than rubies. You deserve all the good, the love, the light, the joy that life has to offer. Life is fleeting. It can be gone in a minute. We don't have time to be playing games with people. We don't have time for that. Light workers, we don't have time for that. You are a blazing inferno of love, light, and beauty. It is safe for you to be seen. It is safe for you to be heard. And it is wise for you to pay attention to who is in your circle. Do not be manipulated. Do you see this face? Do you see her eyes? Icy blue, clear. Like she could see right through you. Do not be manipulated by people's facades. Don't be manipulated by their connection to you. This is someone you're in love with. This is somebody from your past. Pay attention. Do you see how many sets of eyes this butterfly and this person have? All hands on deck. Do not be led astray by your desires. See with the eyes of your heart and let your mind be woke the fuck up for a change. I think a lot of us are self-inflicting wounds by chasing and going after people who don't mean well for us. They are all up in that Ice King and Ice Queen energy. And then we run around, scrambling the jets, trying to figure out how to get their attention and how to get them to be invested and interested in us, trying to show them that we're worthy of them. Plot twist, they're not worthy of you. Not worthy of you. A tree is known by its fruit. Can an apple tree produce oranges? Not typically. Yeah, right, darling DJ, whatever. She sure does. Wake up. Pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to what's going on around you. But most importantly, stop worrying about being a twin flame and be the darn splendid torch you were designed to be and light up this world. Light it up. Light it up. What do you have to lose? Nothing. What do you have to gain? Everything. I told y'all it was going to be spicy tonight. Sorry, not sorry. 3 cards. 3 cards came out here. Extremes. Fear. Power. Okay? This energy right here operates in these 3 areas to keep you from recognizing that this is you. Don't get it twisted. You are in the twin flame journey, but you are a light worker. That journey is not the destination. Not the destination. This card is so powerful. Boy, when I heard this, I was like, ooh, my eyes started twitching. Let me read this to you guys. Pay close attention. This is for all of us. The hot moon. Do you see that? The hot moon. Learn how to handle a crisis with calm and resilience. Balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. There may be someone who seeks to disrupt your business or life in this way, but this too shall pass. I handle extremes with grace, yet I seek balance in all things. Remember, the wicked ways want to keep you off balance. Okay? Use good wisdom in times of extreme. Handle it with grace. Handle it with grace. Don't let it tank you. Another area, fear. Do you see this looks like a womb? I know Darling DJ pointed out the other day. Inside of the womb, the protection. In the midst of all that darkness. Look familiar? The light in that womb protecting you from fear. Fear wants to hold you back. Fear doesn't want you to move forward with your life. Fear is kind of hoping that you'll just hang out right where you are. You know? The time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it's teaching you something. You must examine whether the fears are old, new, useful, or unhelpful. Fear blocks flow. Fear blocks flow. Say that fast 5 times. Fear blocks flow. Power. You're going to have to stand in your power to defeat the power and the wicked ways of the snow kings and queens in your life. And it's not going to be a one and done. You're going to come up against this many times. So be prepared. Be equipped. Don't be a sucker. Don't take it lying down. Just saying. I know you guys. Stella was really potty mouthed tonight. Sorry. Spicy girl, spicy girl. What can I say? What can I say? We're almost done, y'all. Y'all are some serious spiritual gangsters that you thugged it out this far. We only have a couple decks left, and each of them have just a few cards. But this is the clearing. This is it. We're ready for freedom tonight. Going forward. We're ready. We're burning it up. We're burning it up. Everything that needs to get burnt down is getting burnt down. Fire. Firepower. Here we go. First card out the gate. Fear. Release that fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Live in the energy of love. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Hi, Victoria. Hey, Mama. Good to see you, babes. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Bam. Holla. Regret. I know I cannot change the past. Adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I'm going to replace it with insight of awareness. Powerful. Notice all of these have a circle to some degree in them. The cycle. These cycles are closing. They're closing tonight. We're closing these cycles tonight. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Close the cycle on doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. Look, can you see the soul family connected to Mother Gaia in there? Never noticed that before, but holla if I see it right now. And there's the light. They're all holding light. They're all connected to Mother Earth, lighting it up. They're all individuals, but yet do you see the light created another circle? Bam. Never alone. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. You see it? All these cycles are closing. Thank you, Spirit. It's like, you know, okay, where'd it go? Come on, where'd it go, George? Where'd it go? The card I was showing you guys with the flames, the fire, the torch. Together we create a vortex. Do you see the circle here? The vortex. We're closing the cycle of these things that have wounded and injured us into the vortex of light and love, where we can now be our most authentic selves. Glory to God. Yes. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Pride. I love myself. I see myself in everyone. Hello. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. We're closing the cycle on judgment. It's a two-way street, judging people and people judging us. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Closing the cycle. We're closing the cycle on worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Ooh, notice the way that this spirals in here? Brilliant. So we have all this movement on the outside, the external forces, and the worry on the inside from the internal forces. But at the center, do you notice there is like a pearl? And if you've ever seen a pearl, pearls are hard. You can't bust a pearl. You really can't. You could try. A genuine one. The genuine you is not going to succumb to worry anymore, internally or externally. Even if they're moving in different directions, trying to scramble the jets and keep you tied up, you will no longer accept this cycle of worry, because that's been wearing you down. Somebody's been having trouble sleeping at night because of worrying about shit. Time to stop that. Somebody's worried that the minute they wake up, that they got to hit the ground running because, you know, shit's about to go sideways. Stop. You are that pearl in the middle. Your authentic essence of you is like, today's a new day. You're going to wake up. You're going to be grateful that you have the gift of life, and you're going to keep it pushing. Right? Hello. Yes. We're closing the cycle on guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And I'm going to tell you something about that guilt and shame, because, you know, they're cousins. They're jerks. All they want to do is keep you in bondage. They don't want you to recognize your full potential. That snow queen or snow king will use guilt to make you feel bad, to keep you in submission. Guilt is like a choke chain on a dog. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Guilt is like a choke chain on a dog. You try to break free, and that chain is tethered to a pole, and that poor dog isn't going anywhere. And as a matter of fact, they're getting choked out every time they try to break free. Be free from guilt. Be free from shame. Close that cycle. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. You can't blame it on Pookie and them if you keep hanging out there with them eating the Pop-Tarts. You got to make a decision to not do that anymore, right? Be responsible for yourself. Be responsible for your well-being. Make decisions of choice and quality that are for your highest good. Be careful with yourself. Be careful with yourself. You're worth it. You're worth it. I know. It's hard. It's hard. There are times when we know we should not be playing with fire. There are times we know we shouldn't be playing with ice. But when you get into this energy as a splendid torch, you're not playing with fire. You are the fire. Hello. Makes a difference, doesn't it? When you know you are the fire. Big difference. Wow, guys, we are down to the last decks. But boy, Healing is flowing through tonight because the purge is the real deal, Holyfield. Power deck. Get your power. Stand in your power. You're going to need it. That Snow King and Snow Queen, they're going to be on you like white on rice. You're going to need your strength. The person who upsets you most in this life is one of your best teachers. If that person can get inside your head and turn you around and confuse you, you know you still don't understand what you're doing. You need more strength. Learn by seeing that your life is a teaching. Like the red lotus, healing its pain in inner solitude, gain strength from entering your wounds and learning from them. The magician remembers the trail and takes a different one, even if it's more difficult. In this way, you create your own path as you build strength from it. Holla. Your intuition. From the far left side of your body comes your feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman. Ralph Smart, left side. Hold on, you guys. Hang on one sec. Gotta love a throat chakra activation in the middle of a live. It's awesome. With all this femaleness, the feminine consciousness lives your intuition. Intuition is the intelligence of your body and mind. Remember that heart intelligence? Your heart has intelligence and intuition. Feel what is true with your body and mind rather than knowing what is true with just your mind. Intuition doesn't have the clouds of accumulated knowledge to distort your vision. Intuition simply sees what is the truth. With intuition, you can feel the source of your being without reasoning it away and being filled with doubt. Doubt destroys your intuition. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Holla. That's right, Matt. Your power always lies in the balance between your mind and intuition. You cannot let people mind fuck you. I'm just saying it. You can't do it. You can't do it anymore. You can't let people trick you, trip you up, and you can't trip yourself up like, oh, well, you know, me and Susie go back to the first grade. It don't matter. If Susie's in her Snow Queen energy, cut her like a check. Just saying. Follow your intuition. You always know. Your knower knows. Trust me, your knower knows. Truth. Are you living your sacred truth? Your being is like a spirit lodge. Within this sacred place is the realization of the divine light of your creation. Live in your spirit lodge surrounded by peace and joy, and we're going to throw in there happiness for good measure, okay? Outside your lodge is the great wilderness where the rest of the world lives. But that wilderness can become a battleground stained by the blood of ignorance and earthly pain. To have lasting power in the world, you must earn the trust of those around you. Most people live without trust and a sacred place within, without a spirit lodge, and as such, they do not know how to enter the spirit lodge of others. Oh my gosh, you guys. Whew. Live within your sacred truth so you may know peace and joy in the great wilderness and beyond. Did y'all understand what just came down? My gosh. Most people live without trust. People have to earn your trust. Are y'all handing your damn trust out like samples at Costco? Free samples? Are you letting people show you that they are worthy of your trust? Or you just give it to them because they cute? We got to stop that. We got to stop. People need to earn your trust. Otherwise, Fat Tyrone is going to steal your bicycle. I forget the comedian who he talks about this kid, Fat Tyrone, but it's funny, not funny. Fat Tyrone is just who he is. He's just shady as fuck. And if you got that new bicycle for Christmas and your mom tells you do not let Fat Tyrone ride your bicycle because he's going to take it and never give it back, you ought to trust your mama. So you cannot let everybody in to your sacred lodge. You can't always trust everybody. They got to show you. You remember that show me the money? They got to show you they're trustworthy. If they ain't trustworthy, kick rocks. You can't come up in here. You got to watch people. Be careful with yourself. If they're not in their sacred truth and you're not in your sacred truth, that's an accident waiting to happen. Just saying. Courage. Action takes courage. We often feel like a fish out of water, separate and different from the world around us, but fish out of water can learn to swim in a new era of consciousness with a new purpose in life. Perhaps it is identification with objects and clinging to addictions that keeps you separate from the source of your power. Perhaps it's not only a dependence on drugs, sex, alcohol, but addictions like the fear of failure or the need of approval or the fear of desertion. Discover your own power and meaning by having the courage to give up your addictions and then live in your power with courage. Hello. Damn, this keeps showing up, you guys. Grief. Some of us are grieved, vexed. Grief deepens you, allowing you to explore the perimeters of your soul. Grief is the only gateway to certain levels of consciousness, and it is a hard taskmaster. Through grief, you can explore every aspect of your dark side: anger, pain, abandonment, terror, and loneliness. Aspects of the sacred wound that we usually try to ignore in our daily lives. Grief forces you to acknowledge those parts of yourself that are not yet healed. If you can look at grief as teaching, you will grow. If you look at grief with awareness and an open heart, it's one of the greatest teachers of all. The seeds of wisdom and enlightenment are planted within the wounds of grief. What is lost can come back to us again in higher ways. I wanna go higher. Silence. King Matt, where are you at? Oh, excuse me, Emperor Matt. Silence. Before making a decision of power, move into the place of silence and serenity deep within you. Sit anywhere. Close your eyes. Follow your breath in and out, and on the third inhalation, take a breath down deep in your belly. Locate your place of power, your shaman center, just below your navel. Visualize your place of power holding the golden sun, a disk of radiant brilliance within you. Observe the silence like a deer in a misty marshland. If you are in pain, use your consciousness to find where the pain lives within your body. Then move into that pain and move beyond it till you find the source of silence. In this silence lives your sacred witness that sees all and knows all and is all that you are. Power is born within the silence. Power is born within the silence. Individuality. When the shield carrier reaches the top of the mountains, she never seeks approval because approval is based on doubt. Your strength and wisdom are celebrated in your unique ability to view the experience of life with new vision. Power lies in individuality and the ability to see yourself through your own eyes and not the eyes of another. To be in power, you must own your power and exist within your own individuality. Holla! Flow. A lot of us have been about the hustle. Now it's time to be about the flow. The flower of your being begins to bloom when you move with the flow of life. This is the process of letting go, moving your consciousness out of your mind into your body, mind, or shaman center, which is an inch or two below your navel. You feel your receptivity as you become still. Watch the waterfall flow. See, don't chase the waterfall. Watch it flow as if you were the mountain high above it. Be serene and at ease and totally within your power. Let the waterfall of life work for you. Becoming like the twig carried on the rushing surface. Become one with the water, dissolving the sense of your mind and living totally in your instinctual nature. Let go and relax into the eternal flow. Release. Anytime you're possessed by an emotion you can't control, know that that does not belong to you. Someone is sending negative energy towards you. Imagine that. Imagine that negative emotion is muddy water pouring down through your hands, onto your legs and feet, and into the earth. Or take that emotion into your hands and release it like a hawk, letting it fly away. We tend to hold on to fears and negative energy in an addictive way. When you release your fears, you allow power to come into you. Create a welcoming void through the power of release. This is the welcoming void, collective. You are a splendid torch. That negative energy, if it tries to pass through now, it's got to submit to the light because you're no longer alone. So go ahead and release it. Whatever negative energy is coming towards you, let that shit go. Let it go. How's everybody doing? I know y'all are like, oh my God, this is Stella Unleashed. What happened? I'm asking myself the same question, y'all. What happened? What happened was Spirit heard Stella crying out saying, I feel like we're all getting our little butts whooped over here to some degree. We got to deal with this stuff. How do we do it? Spirit is like, I'm going to help you out. We're going to get through this together. Work your light. You're the oracle. You're going through an initiation, the rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. Of course you are. That's someplace sacred. Holy fire. Word. Yep, Stella 3.0. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Surprise! You're going through a transformation on a physical and cellular level. Deep healing. Don't dim to fit in. I don't know how you could possibly dim this, but okay. If you're trying to dim yourself, don't. Don't dim your light to fit in. You have a soul family, counterparts, soulmates that accept you exactly as you are right now. Unbound. Boop, boop, boop. Cut those cords. Release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. All aboard. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Don't accept being persecuted anymore. Express yourself. Get up, get on up. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Retrieve your soul. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You know. Only you know that. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Let go or get dragged. People who believe they're having tower moments, you're exactly right, you are. London Bridge is falling down. But you don't have to get buried up underneath the weight of it. You can move forward. Take those steps now. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I will rise every time I fall. Who or what is triggering you? Get a grip on it. Keep it pushing. Fill up your well. With joy you shall draw water. Retreat, rest, and refuel. Listen to your body. Your body will let you know, hey girl, hey boy, hey, you need some rest. You function better when you're well rested, well fed, at peace, right? Last card from this deck, align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? Only you know that. But tonight, we sure exposed a lot of stuff that we got to contemplate about and consider so that we can be truly free, right? How are y'all doing? You guys are like, I'm like, thug life, baby. Y'all are doing amazing. We only have 3 decks left, but they're fairly short. But, I mean, are these messages resonating? If y'all are getting something from these messages, please throw something in the chat because I'm telling you, this is like a labor of love. I mean, I feel like I have been in labor tonight, you guys. Ooh, push, Stella, push. You know, I'm trying to breathe. I am serious, y'all. I mean, it has been on and popping tonight. Oh my gosh. Whew, here we go. I love this deck, by the way. This is one of my favorites. Mystical Wisdom. And I know it looks cattywampus, but I promise it's not. I don't know. Woo! Illusion. Embrace the truth. That is what tonight is about, folks. We're here to embrace the truth. We don't have time to be playing games. It's time to embrace the truth. All these illusions about what we thought this journey was about, exposed, busted wide open. Because now, as a splendid torch, I'm going to leave this here just so you remember who you are. It's time. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, I Am Ether. You guys are the business. I'm telling you. All right. Come on, Spirit. What we doing here? Here we go. Shed the illusions. The peacock says to raise your standards. Enlightenment. It's time to pursue spiritual growth. Did you see the word pursue? Get after it. Get about it. Letting go. Learn to let go. Don't wait to get your ass dragged. Let go. Please. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let go. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. Owl, follow your intuition. New beginnings, begin your new life. Choices, make the best choices. Leadership, set your goals. Notice she's carrying the torch. Do you see it? There's the torch. That's a splendid torch, I might add. Opportunity is knocking. Go for it. Resilience, rise above the tribulations. The cords try to keep you down and bound to tribulations, but you're going higher. Potential. Think big for your future. Think big. Oh, cheer up. Live in the moment. You mad, bro? You mad, sis? Cheer up. Live in the moment. Angel of miracles, open your heart and expect a miracle. Open your heart. Open your heart to me. Open your heart. The angels are helping. Moving forward. Get ready for positive change. You know what's interesting about this? We saw the Snow Queen. But do you notice, unlike the Snow Queen, this queen is on a polar bear, which is moving full steam ahead. So there is heat coming off of her. Because if she was just cold as ice, she wouldn't have any other signature to her other than icy blue. But do you see the heat coming off of her? Holla. You're moving forward, not frozen. Oh, and it says get ready for positive change. Just saying. Ooh-wee. Thanks, Spirit. You've learned to adapt. In the wintertime, when you have to get a little colder, when you've got to be a little icy, you can get down with the get down, but look what happens to you in the spring. This is the same person. This you. That's me. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Do you see it? When we have to be in that energy, we can. We cool. We good. But when it's time to transform and change, you know, let that splendid torch heat us up. Look what happens. Abundance, light, illumination. There's the butterflies again. The transformation happens. Do you see it? Boom. Gratitude. Attitude determines altitude, so be grateful for all you have. Your intuition. That song by Jewel. Trust your intuition. Trust. The dove. Take a leap of faith, you splendid torch. Seek knowledge. Dive deeper. Infinite waters, diving deep. Diving deep. Oh, lots of love and light, Radhika. Good night, beautiful, or good morning. I forget you're not in the US. Guys, supernatural power is coming to help you to discover your courage. Last card from that deck, let go and have fun. We got told to let go a lot, right? Let go and have fun. Live your best life right now. Live your best life right now. Bam. You guys are seriously spiritual gangsters. We are like down to the last 2 decks now. And it's awesome because these cards are the dynamite. Yes, you guys in the house. Whoop, whoop. This is the dynamite. This is like the 4th of July firework finale. This is it. We about to get lit. This is it. Okay? We are experiencing karmic clearing. We are being told to trust in the plan. Divine forces are at work. Time to get into spiritual service. Hold your center. The heart transmission is coming through. And you can feel it. It feels good. Some Tony. It feels good. You are now becoming more skilled at the law of efficiency. Okay. All right. Spirit said, pull over. Let me explain about this law of efficiency real quick, because you need to know. We know about the law of attraction, but listen to this. The law of efficiency is also known as the path of least resistance. We must find the strength that comes from letting go and trusting that the universe knows what it's doing. It takes spiritual maturity to cede to the wisdom greater than your own immediate understanding. If you are surfing the wave rather than swimming against the current, then you're going to learn how efficient it is to work with life and its cycles instead of believing you need to struggle and strain to be heard, loved, rewarded, and inspired. You have that maturity within you. Trust now. Trust it will all come in time. The law of efficiency is encouraging you to work smarter and not harder. Let the wave carry you to the shore instead of trying to swim the whole way on your own. That's big, you guys. This law is going to remind you, plant the seed so that it will bloom in the spring instead of trying to plant it during the dead of winter so that it takes more effort to keep it alive. Do you see how that's in connection with relationships and situationships? The one that you're working harder for, if they're not writing for you, bye. Why put all that effort and energy into that one person who is not writing for you? Let them go. But pay attention, because there's going to be that one that when you plant a seed with them, they're going to bloom and grow, and it will be unmistakable, undeniable. Let the law of efficiency and divine grace work for you. Work smarter, not harder. The cosmic heart. This heart transmission is coming from the cosmic heart of Christ. You are experiencing that unconditional love for yourself, coming into union with yourself once and for all. And because you now are utilizing your divine talents. You're exploring your talents. You recognize that the light is protecting you. You have angels on duty watching over you. You recognize your soul tribe. Many of us are finding our soul tribe on a day-to-day basis, and it's beautiful. You're recognizing that those orbs of light are not just orbs of light. They are light beings surrounding you. They're angels protecting you. Ascended masters. Your soul family filled with light to the point where it's creating an inferno. Not a disco inferno, but an inferno, a vortex of light that's going to help you overcome any dark night. We're here to help the earth heal. We're all going through the paradigm shifts. Tonight was about shifting the paradigms that we've been in. Some comfortable and some uncomfortable. We're being called to ground and connect to the earth and get grounded and rooted in the power. And we have been told before to pay attention to the messages and the numbers. And I'm just briefly going to just remind everybody what these numbers, the universe is speaking to you through the numbers from 1111 on your phone to repeating patterns that catch your eye. This is information being transmitted to you. It's on a cellular awareness level. You may feel energetic healing as you receive these transmissions. The number 1 is about beginnings. The number 2 is about healing around partnership. Number 3 is about time to learn, to collaborate. Number 4 is angelic healing and divine order. Number 5 is to let go and allow what is happening to happen. Number 6 is about love, money, beauty, and abundance. Number 7 is the frequency of healing ability and channeling spiritual wisdom. Balance. 8 is for you to step up into leadership. 9 is spiritual energy indicating blessings of compassion and a cycle ending. 0 is the wild card that amplifies the energy of any other number. Especially when it's behind a number, it's telling you that Spirit is with you. It's the divine letting you know. This is like a punctuation, like an exclamation point that says, I'm here with you. This invocation says, I give thanks for the messages, the energetic healing, the support and encouragement given to me now and always through unconditional love. I give permission to unconditional love to heal my body, heal my mind, and heal my soul through the healing frequencies of the numbers. May all beings feel the love and guided intelligence of this supportive, nurturing universe. Through our own loving grace and free will, so be it. So be it. So be it. Holla. Last deck. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Sorry, I had to turn the light down. I didn't realize it was blinding over here. Sorry, guys. Oh, my word. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. The 4th of July fireworks finale. These were the 2 cards Spirit gave me right off the bat. This was from last night. It is the Storm Wisdom. The Storm Wisdom. Number 12. And I'm going to tell you what really stuck out to me in this card because darn near made me cry while I pulled over off the side of the road. Whew. We bring you the gift of storm wisdom. This is a fierce, cleansing nature of divine compassion made manifest in the world. The storm wisdom thrills the spirit, for it understands that so much benefit and liberation will come from this process. Yet the mind may quake at the prospect of such little control over how life events are unfolding for a time. What is happening during an experience of storm wisdom is anything that has become stagnant or obstructing your spiritual growth will be uprooted. You may find the divine storm of transformation powering through your life, creating upheaval, creative chaos, uncertainty, and excitement. Simultaneously, you might feel liberated and exhilarated, whilst also wondering if everything is going to be okay. You must remember, you will only be asked to give up something in order to receive that which is far more beautiful and supportive than your sacred life journey. You must also remember that the cleansing power of the storm will revitalize you and bring you fresh energy and perspective to take forward in your journey, and a divine blessing which is only going to bring good into your life. Okay? Now, this is the biggie. Biggie, 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 can't you see? The Storm Wisdom Oracle comes to us because we're in the midst of a transformational change or something that is deeply challenging and you can't see the end in sight. Or you might be worried that this is going to be a devastating situation. Have faith. The storm is wild, yet it's filled with grace. You're being helped. This is the biggie. You shall come through this, and the reason for this storm being needed in your life is because a gentler method would not have been sufficient to free you. You shall come through this, and the reason the storm was needed is because a gentler method would not have been sufficient to free you. Divine intervention and protection and liberation and purpose is behind the storm raging in your life. And it is love that moves you, so go with it. Do not resist. That is the truth. This is why you went through and are going through what you're going through. Have you guys ever tried to cut a steak with a butter knife? It doesn't work very well, does it? I mean, if you've got a good ribeye and you cooked it right, maybe, but you got to typically use a steak knife to cut the steak. If you weren't willing to let go of certain things in your life, it needed to be a category 4 that came in to wipe it out. But it was never about hurting you. It was about helping you so that you could become your greatest version, because now you are here. You are at the crossroad of destiny. Bone Thugs, I'll meet you at the crossroads, crossroads. We had destiny earlier, didn't we? We bring you the empowerment of the crossroad of destiny. You are at a pivotal point. We talked about pivoting the other day too, turning around. You're at a pivotal point on your life journey. You have a potentially life-changing decision before you. Or you may not realize the impact of an apparently insignificant choice is going to have an impact on your future. Either way, you are at the point where you can leave the past behind and chart your course for a new adventurous chapter to begin. This is nothing to be frightened of. It's a sign you're progressing on your path. The crossroad of destiny happens when you have mastered a cycle in your life and a new cycle is before you. It is an opportunity that you best take advantage of by listening to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Your heart has an intelligence that is built into it. It knows better than our eyes do sometimes, right? I'm going to read you why this oracle came in for us right now. This oracle comes with a message to let you know all your choices come from your heart. If it feels right for your heart and there is joy, even if you have to search beneath it to see if something goes wrong, fears of the mind to find it, then do it. If you have recently made such a decision and are waiting to see if the sky is about to fall, this oracle is affirming that you have crossed the threshold into a new way, and it is time to leave the fears of the past behind you now. If you are feeling you need a crossroad, a choice point to help you shift out of a habitual way of being that has become stifling to you, you need to change and broaden your horizons and try something different. This oracle is affirming this. You can always choose to try to continue with life as it is. Even in the due course, it will change and take you along with it. Or you can be a spiritual adventurer on your own untraveled path, knowing that Divine Mother is watching over you, protecting you, and guiding you to find your way. And it is safe for you to trust the call of your new life that you feel inside. It is your destiny urging you forward into grace. Powerful. Powerful. All right, guys, here come the last of it. This is just like the fireworks finale. How many times have we confirmed it? The heart healing. Now you will be able to interpret with your heart. You were able to melt that ice off of your heart that the Snow Kings and Snow Queens brought to you. You're entering into empowered service, sacred service. Spirit has given you relief and repair tonight, and we decree that, and we believe that in faith. You are mastering divine alchemy. With Archangel Metatron standing by your side, you are standing in power and in strength. The shady behaviors of the Ice Queens and Ice Kings, the Snow Kings and Snow Queens, has not caused you to abandon integrity. You will always stand and be upright and do what is in the best interest of all because you have integrity. It's your time to shine. Don't let anyone try to throw a blanket on your flame and smother it out. It's time to start listening to your higher will. Don't go after those old things that your eyes were attracted to in the 3D. It's time to embrace what your higher will is telling you, which is to have unconditional trust that the universe has your back and that the universe is prompting you to step into your mission work and will send a divine counterpart of equal vibration into your life. As a torch, you have a searing presence on this earth. You cannot be ignored. Tonight was about sacred revelations. You now understand much more about this journey and why you are where you are and where you're going. So you have peace. This sacred revolution and revelation, actually it says revolution, but it's the circle, the cycles that closed. but it's also the revelations that you understand so you can close out those cycles. Sensitivity. A lot of us tonight were very sensitive to the things that we were hearing. We're going to take it to heart. Literally, there's that Christ consciousness heart right there. It's time to get some rest. A lot of us have been laboring in this journey, working harder and not smarter, but that's about to change. We're being called to use discernment now. Don't always believe what your eyes are seeing. People have to earn your trust. Don't give it away like free samples at Costco. Use a discerning spirit. Read the energy. Energy doesn't lie. Listen to the vibration in their words. Observe their body language. Pay attention to the aura. Energy doesn't lie. You are returning to your original pristine condition, your original self. The soul that you were created to be before the world and organizations and toxic individuals got a hold to you. It's safe for you to be seen. I don't know how you could not be seen at this point now with that beautiful blazing inferno of a torch that you are. Kind of hard to hide you. You guys are going to laugh at me. Think about Clifford the big red dog. Emily Elizabeth could never hide that dog because he's so big. You are a bright torch. Can't be hidden anymore. And it's safe for you to be seen. That fire also helped purify you. It helped tonight. It helped us to cleanse. It helped us to purge. It helped us to purify so that we can have that pure heart of love, compassion, and light that allows us to give and receive freely. We gained back our authentic voice tonight. We're keeping it real. We are the realest of the real. And our voice, our authentic voice, will never be silenced again. Some of us got our vision back. We're able to see more clearly now. Archangel Michael, thank you. We're able to see way more clearly now. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. We can see again. Our vision is cleared up. We acknowledge our spiritual connection between heaven and earth, our angels, ascended masters, Mother Gaia, our source, spirit. We're all connected, and our soul family, we are one. We're embracing our individuality again. We're in union with ourselves. We're not looking for anything externally. We're whole. We're whole. Tonight, we've turned a corner. We are divine rebels. We're no longer conforming to what other people thought we should be. We are transforming and ascending into our greatest version of ourselves. The last card, so shall it be. So shall it be. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. I'm so humbled and appreciative of your willingness to lend light and support to this space. I feel that the messages came out in a very clear, concise way that will help people from now and years to come whenever they come across this video. We are moving into our torch ability. We're moving into our inferno vortex ability as light workers and as a community of light. And may we continue to shine brightly for all the world to see, not shrinking, not hiding, not playing small, but burning brightly like a big, beautiful bonfire, like a big, beautiful torch. Yes, love you too. Love you all so very much. I'm so humbled and appreciative of your time. I am asking that you will continue to meditate and fill yourselves with light and love throughout the rest of this night, this evening, going into this weekend, that you go into tomorrow empowered, equipped, and energized with your life's purpose. I want to also just give a friendly reminder that our brother Matt with King Trident's Tribe will be hosting date night tomorrow evening. Please visit his channel and page to see the time and to click that notification bell so that you'll be able to chime in and participate in this beautiful time that he sets apart to share with all of us, which we truly appreciate. I'm so very grateful. I hope everyone received something from these messages tonight, that something healed you, encouraged you, helped you to purge, helped you to put things into perspective, equipped you. I feel like literally like after you've given birth, it's like there's this, that's how I feel right now. I'm like literally, I'm going to go take a bath and I'm probably going to sleep like Rip Van Winkle tonight, y'all. But I feel so good. I feel so grateful. And I'm so encouraged by all of you. And you're like, hi, Chrissy. Hi, sweetheart. No, you're not late at all. You are right on time, sweetheart. And you know what? You know, you're in the room. We're going to all send you some love right now. And don't worry, just, you know, you can always watch the playback. And guys, I'm going to ask that if something really touched you, really just blessed you, please post it in the post chat comments section. I love getting a chance to read those. I love to get to watch the playback. So if you want to provide some feedback or some encouragement or things that really ministered to you, please feel free to place it in the chat comment section after the live has concluded. But I just want to tell you guys how very special you are, how loved you are, that you are enough. You keep working on you. Keep being encouraged by your own sacred union. Keep moving forward towards serving in the light and trust the universe to bring your divine counterpart to you. Sending you guys so much light and love and best wishes for an amazing evening. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at King Trident's Tribe date night and love you so very much. Blessings and ciao for now. Bye.